Hello, welcome back to Ratropolis. I am once again joined by my cat. He did not desire to leave. As a result, he is still in here. Getting a phone call? I never answer phone calls on my cell phone because it has like a busted ass microphone. And so whenever I talk to anyone on my cell phone, they just can't hear me. It's a big problem that I should probably work out. I don't really know what to do about it though. You can hear my cat. He says meow. If he gets to be too much, I will escort him outside. Hey. He's very noisy. He needs constant attention or else he meows. He's probably going to try to jump up here and start pawing at my keyboard. There's a reason he's usually not allowed in the room. However, you know, he snuck in here. I started the recording. It's too late now. I have played too many units. I've ruined my early game economy. How you doing today? Today is Saturday. Yeah, definitely Saturday. I did, if you're interested, I looked through after yesterday's run. I looked at my stats in the logbook of this game just to see how we're looking, just to see what I'm looking like here. And I compiled my stats of hard mode. How I did this is I just looked, I was like, okay, this run is probably hard mode. I started at where I started doing hard mode runs, basically. And you can tell because the score is like a 1600. And any score that's above 1600 I took down as a win because, you know, it's a good indicator. Your score if you lose is usually in like the 1200s, even if you lose around wave 19. Or sorry, 29. Good starting shop here. But it looks to me as though... Actually, let me just pull it up. I have it on a notepad here. I wrote it down. I've won about 100 runs of hard, and we've played about 285 at this point. And my longest win streak in this game is 8 wins in a row. That's the statistics. I'm imagining that I didn't really look at like, oh, this win streak was during Leader Plus, or maybe I was playing this or that. I didn't look at that. I just looked at longest win streak. It looked like it was about 8 in a row, and I've won about 100 out of 285 runs, which puts me at about a 35% win rate. So there's the stats for the hard mode runs of the series. I excluded runs that had a 0 score from my overall win rate because that's just like I started an episode and went, oh, I don't want to do this right now, and then closed out the game. But that's what my Ratropolis stats look like. We just put, this is episode 201. 285 runs and 201 episodes. Wow, I've put, that doesn't seem right, does it? That doesn't seem right at all. Huh. I wonder why. I guess because of all of the episodes where I like lose early and then have to start a new one. Like this one. Yeah, like this. Like this exact situation. Thank God I trained this guy. Holy shit. God, I really hate the general starting. Like, maybe I was forced to take Gladiator, I don't know. It feels very bad. Advisor, the silent, oh dear. Oh, that's strange. Okay. I mean, I think we can get somewhere with this at least. We just need to live like... if we live through these 10 waves, we'll probably be fine because our wanted will scale up our bounty to a point where we can pay to redraw with guarantee. But yeah. There's the stats if you've ever wondered. I wonder every now and then. I'm like, huh, I wonder how am I doing in Ratropolis overall? The answer is, not bad. Well, my cat, he's going to the door. He's trying to bait me. He wants me to think that he wants to leave, and then he's gonna prank me. I'm gonna go try to let him out. This is his one chance, though. This is his only chance. This is the only chance he gets. Desire to leave, he will leave. What I thought. Instead of leaving, he rubbed his face on the door when I opened it. So, you know, a classic cat move, if you ask me. God, the front line as this guy. Like, God, I hate it so much. I gotta tell you, it's just so terrible. Watching Militia Shield just get so murdered. Like, they get so killed. It's disgusting. It's actually just so gross. I need to, like, lead... The problem, too, is that, like, you're supposed to be training them, but I can only train one every 90 seconds, and then that guy just dies, and I go, oh. Well. I think I need to take a house. Don't meow at me. He doesn't want to leave. I literally just opened the door. You heard me go open the door. Oh, you didn't hear me open the door, but you heard me say, I'll be right back. And while I was away, I went to open the door to offer him freedom. And then he just rubbed his face on the door, you may remember. We recently went through this. Can I take aggro here? Absolutely not. We're way too weak for aggro. We're too weak to do, like, anything. The only saving grace this run has is that I'm able to play guards. This side's weak. We're gonna put the watchtower on the left side. We'll see if we can hold this one together. Advisors, yeah. Isn't that the one that makes the merchant stay in the town longer? Innkeeper? It is. Okay. Leader level up, and we hope that this gives me enough to survive. This watchtower should hopefully, like, hopefully the left side takes the hits for a little bit. Hunt, and then we can do a guarantee. It's getting there. Right, we're getting somewhere. I think that this watchtower should keep us in it for... if the waves keep hitting us from this side, we should be pretty happy. But, you know. Yeah, look at how much stronger he is with that +9. Ooh. Oh, I could syringe him. Oh, yo, that's pretty sweet actually, right? Because if I syringe this guy and then he levels up, he'll keep that and he'll just be like an absolute monster, right? Because it doubles his stats when he levels up. He's gonna go insane. He's gonna go absolutely insane. But yeah, I've been, at the start of this episode, before all of the other things happened, I started talking about how I got a phone call just now. And there's this one phone number that just keeps calling me. And I never pick up, so I don't know why they're still calling me. But they keep calling me. They left me a voicemail once, and the voicemail was just a bunch of garbled nothing. And so I was like, I'm never gonna answer because, as I said, I hate, like, I don't answer the phone on my cell phone because no one can ever hear me. It's a concern considering I'm about to go into a food delivery job. If I ever have to call the customer, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I don't really know how to get you to be able to hear me right now, but you know, where the hell are you? Probably not in those exact words, because that's kind of rude, saying the HE double hockey sticks word to a customer. You might wanna rethink, but you get the idea. Our income is getting there, right? We're closing in on it. Wanted is scaling me up with the addition of Hunt. It's getting there. Here comes our first fat boy. Population's all we really need, and if you could give me a good frontline unit. I mean, Hunter's not a bad unit here. The question just becomes, do I want the wall in the house? The big problem with Hunter is, like, where do I put you? But the bounty increase is really strong. But, like, I don't have the population for this, but the bounty increase is really strong. Especially with guarantee. If this guy lives to level up, he's gonna actually be so insane. Right? Because he's gonna be like a 248 or something like that. Grab this shoe market. We have the money for it. This run is not looking as doomed as I once thought it was. But yeah, maybe I should probably take my phone to, like, be repaired. Be like, hey, why can, like, just take it to a phone professional. It's kind of a, you know, weird time to be going to see anything like that. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I am still doing my best to not go outside unless it's absolutely necessary. And, like, people not being able to hear me on the phone is, like, that's a pretty minor thing, all things considered. So I'm not really feeling like I need to go do that. This one's pretty old as well. It's an iPhone 6. I've always been someone who's very resistant to replacing phones and things like that. No. No, he died. Oh, that's so unfortunate. I guess I could have taken the first aid to try to keep him alive, but, you know, that's taking the weaker attack. But Need to make sure we have something to tank this weaker attack. Operation? Huh. Wonder how this card works. This isn't the run for it, but being able to just like +5. Wonder if you can... Hang on, is that an infinite? I mean, I guess it is, but you gotta be able to play danger. We don't really need it right now, but that's interesting. Tinker, cool. Works really well with Rally if we ever see it. Need to be sure that we don't just get killed here. Which we shouldn't get killed on this side, but we gotta watch it. This boss could run you over. They've nerfed this guy so many times and he's still at least a little scary. You gotta give him some respect at least. Oh yes, more wave time, thank you. But this side, look at all these guards. These guys are never in any real danger. Well, they're in a little danger, I would argue. He's just sitting over there. He's just sitting. You may have forgotten that he's here. He's just sitting over there meowing. What a cat. What a cat. We're gonna go ahead and just take Butcher. Flat 5 bounty increase is huge, right? That's a lot of money. He's going to walk over to the door again. I'm gonna... Look, I said it was his only chance. I'm gonna give him another chance, but... Oh, where am I? I'm gonna give him another chance, but, like, this is your actual last chance, mister. He actually left this time. This is a first. I'm sure within 3 minutes we'll hear him meowing at the door, but it's too late. He's made his decision. He gets to choose being out or in. There is no... The door is not open presently. I am in the middle of recording. You cannot have it both ways. This is a reroll. Protect is cool, but it's really hard to get this card to work for you. This is a reroll. Absolutely. Oh, Bounty Hunt's cool, but Bounty Hunt is actually game winning, right? Because with Guarantee, unlike Raise Tax, this combo still is good enough. I do want this market, but I don't necessarily want this market. So if we just hunt Bounty Hunt, we can probably get there with this, right? How much is Guarantee doing after 1? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's a lot of money. Okay, we are able to afford this market. We are closing in on being there. We're not there yet, but we're closing in on it. I'd love to take March and just pivot to... Because our problem now is, of course, how do we defeat bosses and the like. We just need population, then we need a good unit. Whatever good unit they offer me is fine. Yeah, we're at 557. Left side is super weak. We need to get some more militia shields. But like, we have no back, or we have no front line right now. That's our big fear. You didn't have a bit of frontliner, did you? Medic is kind of a frontliner, but not really. We want to wait for... Basically, we're just waiting for one of the good legendary units. As I'm looking at it now, we're just kind of like, yeah, I'll take... Can I get a fucking Dark Knight? Too bad I guess I could have taken the Medic so that we could have Dark Knight for sure. All of these cards look the same to me. There's too much green. There's too much green in all of these cards. I can't look at them and go, oh yeah. Because look at this. Look at the color palette of this and look at the color palette of this, right? You may be like, oh, on closer inspection, sure, they're very similar cards, you're not wrong. But when I'm looking at them at a glance, because when I look at a card to determine what it is, like this card and this card side by side have very similar looks to them. The primary focus is a white rat. That's it, right? And then Wanted also has, but the focus is here. Card art's really interesting as I look at it, like, under that lens of, like, how do I tell what this is at a glance? It's not something that I've really thought about too much. How do you tell what you're looking at just a glance, right? Because, like, for me, I look at basically the center of the card, I look at its color palette, and that is what that's how I determine what card I'm looking at. And, like, Hunter, I don't even see the color of, like, the shape or anything like that. Color of the card itself doesn't really register because it's really hard to see the color. Like, look at Hunt from this position, right? It's kind of hard to see what color around it is. You can see the card art, right? I can see, oh, that's this. But Guarantee looks kind of similar. And they all kind of mesh together in my mind. Maybe you don't have this problem, but I am seeing this now for the first time. I'm playing these cards in the wrong order, but it does not matter. So, yeah, we just hope for one of the good legendary units from this. This may be Immortal's time to shine. I don't have very high hopes for Immortal. Like, I would prefer to get Dark Knight, or preferably Monster Hunter. That guy's just gonna solo carry the run. But we'll take what we can get. Thinking about this combo here, right? Prize Training Officer, that's kind of interesting. Prize and Training Officer, you have to like time prize, you have to time the training officers to make sure that your prize is hitting at the right time, but that could be money. Seems like it would not be very good. Oh, that's Hunter, that's not. See? It's Hunter. Oh, none of this is what I want. I mean, we have the 2 watchtowers, but I'm just gonna take territory expansion. Tactician could be cool, but I don't know about Labor Command here. I didn't think about that one too much. But yeah, this game is looking a little tough. I'm a little more focused on the run this time. I do still want to win, despite my, like, this is basically just a podcast at this point. I still want to get victories in here. Not that it really matters, but, you know, maybe it will one day. We reroll. Militia Mace? No. Can we take Rescue? I don't think so. I'm really interested in how Security Center works in combination with... I think I will take Rescue, actually. I'm interested in how Security Center works in combination with Watchtower. Come to think of it. That's what I want to see here, so I want to take this. Because, like, does this thing just shoot every time a unit gets killed? Because it has a 1-second production time. I think it might. I think its shot count or shot cooldown just gets reset. Yeah, it sure does. That's kind of cool. You can probably do something funky with that, huh? I think you could. Keep removing. I think we can remove Potter. We gotta be a little cautious. Not super cautious, right? We're very strong. Let's gotta be a little cautious with these rescues. We're not so strong, but this is a map where we can handle 4 of any unit pretty comfortably, and it's just gonna generate us free money. Yeah, look at that, it does just shoot. The production time reduction just makes it shoot twice. That's cool. But you can use that to some degree, I'm sure. The problem with it, of course, is that like the tower you would want to use this with, that bounty tower, doesn't actually have, like, it doesn't get counted for. I mean, maybe it counts for production. It doesn't get counted as a defensive building. I know that. Hey, did one of those guys just level up? No, of course not. Are you crazy? Well, for a second, one of my militia shields might have leveled up. How ridiculous. What a silly thing for me to think. They're, of course, all going to die. Man, the thing I really don't like playing the General in Leader Plus. I gotta tell you, it's so active. There's always something I need to be doing, right? We gotta be playing these rescues. I never have a moment to just be like, alright, we can chill. You gotta be hunting and bounty hunting, and it's a lot. This is definitely a lot. But we gotta farm the rescues while we can. Huh. Let me take a drink of water here. Is this Gladiator's time to shine? We could pick Gladiator? No, of course not. Don't be ridiculous. We take a market here. That's fine. Just keep hitting the dangers on this side, right? As long as you keep a constant stream going of them, they will not, like, my units won't reset, it looks like. Was he breaking that? Damn, that was close. You I think you might just want to sneak the extra 4 units in. Like, look how, I literally have to play, like, all of my cards every round, right? Look at this. We actually play all of these. And there's also a correct order to play them in as well. This kind of plays into what I was saying about Ratropolis recently. Oh, we gotta slow down over here. I was saying how this game is a little more active, right? I don't have time to sit down and think out that turn, right? I just have to play those cards. So even though I'm messing up the order a little bit, it's like, oh, okay, we win. Never mind. No more complaints, we won. Alright, game's over. You guys can go home now. This is of course like basically an auto win. My man's a 170. He's like, yeah, plus 162. Okay. Okay. Lancer. So we'll grab this one. And come on. I can take medics, but why? Just remove some cards from this thing now. Make this simpler for my brain. Get a few monster hunters out there. Yeah, like it's pretty over though. Especially with like a little bit of movement speed on these boys too. God, I actually can't parse it. I can't figure out what the hell I'm playing here. These episodes are definitely like general Leader Plus episodes are going to be a lot more commentary about the game because oh my god, my brain. I'm pretty good at autopiloting through this game, but this is not one of the times that I'm pretty good about that. This shit tough. And that's okay, you know, we can have an episode or two focused on the game itself. I am still, at the end of the day, despite this being very podcasty in nature at this point, I am still playing the game. Like, this is still a Ratropolis gameplay series that I'm trying to do well in. After this one though, I'll go ahead and I'll show you the the run history real quick because I believe I'm not 100% on this, but I think we're on a bit of a tear right now. I don't look too close and I don't stress the win streaks. I try not to anyway. In most of these games because as I've said, it's variance, right? Sometimes I never find Monster Hunter and I never find a passing unit in this game, and we just die. But for the most part, it's like, or like we don't find this bounty hunt, or, right? There's so many ways that we could have lost this that I don't want to really go like, oh man, I gotta win a lot in a row, right? It's not something that I want to flex, basically. Same thing with Monster Train right now. I don't really try to flex my win streaks in that game, same reason. Right, it's like if you have a big win streak, hell yeah, dude. Like if your top end win streak in Monster Train is super high, flex that shit, dude. People want to see that. But for me personally, it's like, yeah, marketing myself as like, oh yeah, I have these great high win streaks is great, right? It's really good for you. People want to see that. But like mentally stressing myself to try and get to like a 7-8 game win streak is like, oh yeah, that's not worth it. Just play the game. Right. Just play your best, and if you start to win a few in a row, cool. If not, whatever. That's what I'm at with this game. It's crazy. I finally figured it out, right? Because I play games like this in a very reactive style, which is why I'm better at Ratropolis than I am at like everything else. Because this is a game that you just have to be reactionary. You don't formulate a plan and go like, okay. Right? I talked about this recently. But this is not a game about formulating a plan of action that wins you the game. This is just a game about like, oh yeah, oh fuck, I should not have done this. Hang on. You see, I autopiloted and look what I've done. I gotta get a Monster Hunter down here ASAP. I really don't want that wall to break ahead of this boss. But you can, we could have gone for a different thing here. Operation. I kind of want to take this just to see how it works, but also I really am not open to experimenting as this character. Like I don't want to. I just want the game. Like I want a nice like straightforward run. That's all. Something that I just play my units on. But this is a reactionary game, right? That's what this is a game where you react to what they give you and go, this is good. Whereas you kind of there's no like path or meta world planning that you have to do, which is where I think I struggle a lot. There's no overarching like long-term planning in Ratropolis. It's just how do I survive the next 10 waves? What is my biggest threat in the next 10 waves? How do I survive it? That's all this game is, and I think I'm pretty good at handling that at this point. Better than I ever was at Slay the Spire as well. May as well just upgrade this guy, right? He goes up to like this upgrade makes this guy like, oh my goodness. He's already nuts and now he gets even more nuts. Like it's insanity. Right, look at this. 608 attack I just added to that man. That's some nightmare mode shit right there. I'm just gonna set out like 10 of this unit on either side and go, okay. Deep sigh of relief, it's over. Even though we've had all of the pieces to this run, it's just like, it's stressful. It really is. Especially with all the cards I'm drawing every turn, this is a stressful run. There's so much happening here. There really is a lot going on. And like, it's timed too, so I'm trying to like fit in multiple bounty hunts and things like that. Like, my best is getting 3 bounty hunts off, which isn't even that impressive. It's not even that good, but like, oh my goodness, with the redraw timer too, it's like, 878, there we go. Okay, the right side is done. I'm not putting anything else over there. The thought behind the shoe markets is maybe they get in range and get a hit in before they take a shot. Or, yeah, before they get hit, right? Strike before they are struck. Okay, we probably stop playing dangers now. Like, we're there. I'm done with dangers at this point. I think that's the last one. I'm not going to rescue anymore. You reach a point where you don't want to play the danger cards anymore, and that point is when the random enemy that spawns can be like run-endingly bad. So Weasel Barrel's on the coast, so you want to stop playing danger really early on the coast. On this map it's AoE archers, and on the desert it's fire archers. Or other than 932, buddy. Other than fire archers, it can also be bomb boys, depending on your setup, right? But like this coast, or this forest is very free. It's very, very free. Yeah, that's all. That's all I really have to say about it. Because those 4 units that they spawn on you, those 4 weasels are just absolute money. I tell you, the craziest thing about playing, like, unlike every other run of this game, outside of like playing on normal mode with 5 minings, when you play, like, I don't know if I've ever seen this on hard, where you just naturally, when you're bounty hunting, you just naturally get to capped gold, right? You don't do like one big delivery, there's no one big drop that you do, it's just you naturally build up like 100,000 gold over the course of 20 waves. Which is so insane, because no other strategy in the game just like naturally builds up like this. I guess a raise tax strategy might. That's the one. Raise tax kind of does that. Could take execute. Why not? It's fun. Cut and hose is kind of cool. But we're chilling, right? You can see I'm slowing it down, letting the brain rest. But we got there. We made it. Execute. Does this do enough to kill everything? 138. 1 bounty hunt, and it does. Hunting tower. Cool. Yeah. Sure. Why not? See what boss it is in case we're against the owl and I need to make preparations for that, but like... Oh. When you get to the end of a general run, I'm just like, alright. It's just like, deep breath, we made it. Alright, it could be the owl. But like 1 bounty hunt, we can just like... Shrunk. That's so satisfying too. Execute is maybe one of the most satisfying looking spells in this game. Like, look at how good that looks. God damn. If I get enough removals, I'm just going to remove everything but Bounty Hunt, Monster Hunter, Execute. You can use that to also just snipe these AoE archers. It'll make the run a little simpler. Wanted is, the thing is, the runs on this game mode scale so strongly just because of 1016 in a single hit. They scale so strongly because of Wanted. That's it, like that's the whole thing. Having your bounty scale up like this is arguably better than even like having taxes scaling up. Because when you get high enough in the bounty, with Guarantee gives 500% of your increased bounty. This card with 1 bounty hunt just gives me 1,000 gold. That outscales, like, it outscales the redraw timer so quickly. And the other thing, the other main reason that this is so much stronger than every other strategy is oh my god, they actually sniped that. With taxes, you're capped, right? You can max out at 1,000. You can't max out your bounty. I mean, it maxes out at 10,000, I'm pretty sure. There was a period of time where your taxes did, or your bounty did max out at 999. I remember it. It was real obnoxious. I used to hate bounty. I mean, I think I discovered this recently that they changed that. Or maybe it never worked that way and it was just a coincidence, I don't know. But it's different now. And it's way better. Like, bounty is such a strong strategy now because of the changes they've made to it. I hope they made those changes basically for this game mode, because bounty would be unplayable if it weren't for those changes. Like, you would never be able to get anywhere. It wouldn't be unplayable necessarily. 999 bounty, it's similar to 999 tax, but you wouldn't be able to get to this amount of money. That's all. Oh, my cat, he's meowing at the door. It's too late. You made your choice. You left. I'll take the medic. 2 medics at either wall will be enough to keep everyone alive. Honestly, I mean, I hate to do it, but also, I mean, you know, what are those guards really doing here? Besides eating up the population at this point. The hunters have a position. There's a reason for them to be here. They're generating a little more baseline bounty. So like, what are my guards doing here? Why are you here? The answer is, you're not here. God, it's so satisfying. Even on my own population, I'm just like, like what a clean animation. Goodbye, Wanted, and thank you for your service. That card's probably getting nerfed, I would imagine. God, I can't wait for Leader Plus to be released, but also I'm really glad because I never really feel like I feel like I could play this game for a very long time because Leader Plus is being added so piecemeal. Like, I'm really excited for... I feel like we have at least like another year or 2 of this game being played on this channel before I'd even consider going like, oh man, we've been playing this for a while with no new content, right? Every month, at this rate, it's looking like every month we're getting a new Leader Plus update. Which means, yo, come to think of it, the Builder Leader Plus may be arriving soon. Because it's been the 28th 2 months in a row. Not saying that that's a pattern we should expect, but nice. It could be a pattern we may want to consider. That's all I'm saying here. That's all I'm trying to say. Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of units die. Hey, cut that out. I love it so much. Oh yeah. But yeah, I would hypothesize that within 2 weeks the Builder Plus is gonna be here. I have no, I don't have insider information. I don't have like a line in with the devs or anything like that. But, you know, that's just my guess. +2 bounty. I'm just gonna have these hunters sit and give me free bounty. This card's also good for that. Like a permanent -1 to your population, but a permanent +2 if you just play it like this. It's also not even permanent. I can just execute them. You can execute NPCs as well. Like, you don't, non-army units, you can just drop this axe on their bitch asses. Is it cruel and unusual punishment? No. Of course not. Civilians don't have a place. If you're not fighting, you're not living. Am I right, fellas? I'm right. We can probably start firing these waves off at this point. I think that we're pretty safe from defeat. I'm kind of having a good one here. The end game when you get really strong as this character is always fun. Right? It's always a good time when you're just dropping these axes and watching these guys one-shot enemies. It's a good time. Yeah. Like, it's just everything about it. It's so perfect. It falls so fast. Makes that nice thunk sound. It leaves the little axe in the ground. This might be the perfect skill. 1502. I think that's... Let's see how high we can get our bounty up, I guess, because that's kind of fun. How high, how strong of a monster hunter can I get played here? So we're just... First of all, we just need to redraw as fast as we can and see how many bounty hunts we can reasonably expect to get out. And I think the answer is 4. If I'm at peak efficiency, we can get 4 bounty hunts out. Means we can get this guy out at a 2778 attack. You know, just a casual 2778 there. And that's not even like if I were going super hard, we could have been playing Wanted this whole time. Like, there would be a big stack of hunters here. My man, he'd be absolutely jacked. I'm getting this. Who is calling me? Who keeps making these phone calls? I don't understand. I'm not answering. Oh, I accidentally executed my army instead of playing Monster Hunter. Whoops. I was busy looking at who was calling me. Of course. Alright. Hey, I shouldn't get cocky because we are dropping a little low here. I mean, it's really hard to lose this from this position, but AoE archers are putting a bit of a number on us here. Low health units versus AoE archers, of course, can get a little messy. Just a little, just like a touch messy, though. In this situation in particular, it's like, you know, you can hear the death, right? You can hear everyone's dying off, but still. I don't even need to open this, do I? Ah, we may as well. You think I can one-shot the boss? Can I one-shot this boss? Let's stack up our bounty hunt and see if we can get a one-shot in here. Just play hunter, bounty hunt repeatedly and see if we can pop this boss. We might be able to. This could be the owl, so we may as well move back. I think that I need to get 4 bounty hunts down, I need to not play hunter so that my brain can just find bounty hunt and then redraw. And we can maybe get to 5 on the execute. That's gonna be 4. Oh my god, I played a hunter. I only got 3,000 attack. I could have gotten a little more out of it. 2267. I don't think you can quite one-shot him, but you can come pretty close. With a little more baseline bounty, you can one-shot him. I mean, I'll kill him in like 2 hits. But it's more fun to just have one Monster Hunter take... Oh no, the tower! Ah, shit. Go get him, Monster Hunter. Oh, shit, 1 axe. But yeah, if you stack up a bunch of hunters ahead of that or just like farm bounty the entire game, you can get some really high numbers in there. That's a fun one. I'll show you the run history real quick to show you. I think we're on like a 6 or 7 game win streak right now. Just, you know, it's the stats that people like to see, so I may as well show them off, right? Why not? Go glossary. Nope, it's statistics. And we go to match history. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So from the builder to now. So I mean, if we win the next 2 runs, merchant in general will have completed a 8 cycle victory, right? I believe so. And then somewhere in here is the 8 game win streak, I believe right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in a row right here. I think these might have been all, yeah, it looks like they were all Merchant Plus. Oh no. It wasn't? Merchant Plus, Shaman, Merchant Plus, Navigator. Oh, this is when I was alternating between them, okay. Anyway, there's the stats for you, just in case you're interested in that kind of thing. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.